Good morning. My name is Kristen Lees. This is going to be my introduction video. Never had to do one before. And there's some questions that we need to build off of. So what do you like about research? Research is really important. Even though it's not my best friend, I know that it's important. Something recently that just came up very briefly. I work for child welfare for the state of New Jersey. And there was an instance where a child did not have a diagnosis, but admittedly had difficulty focusing in school. So research shows, they're called fidgets. Research shows that if you have something to play with in your hands, then you pay attention. And they're allowed in the schools. And a lot of people don't know that. So I gave her a bunch of research that showed that. And she got some fidgets. Just like little plastic things that look like little paper clips that you can clip and unclip. Something to do with your hands. And she took it to school and the teacher allowed it, and her grades improved. So something like that, something that makes someone's life better by research, just by being able to give them a research study and say, here, this is what it proves, take this and fight for your child's right. That's something that's really important about research, and what I like about it. It's important for so many reasons. A lot of the stuff that I used to do before what I do now was all nonprofit, and a lot of it was grant work, and all of the grant work was based off of research that was done. For instance, Superstorm Sandy came in and devastated the Jersey Shore. And I was part of a group called Hope and Healing, which was crisis counseling right after the storm. Well, a lot of the data that we gathered through our crisis counseling and the people that we met showed that the emotional effects of the storm actually take place 18 to 24 months after the storm. And that allowed another grant to come down through FEMA that allowed us to go into a school 2 years later and implement therapy groups for children who were affected. That never would have happened if we didn't have that data that showed emotionally it doesn't take a toll until almost 2 years later. That's the only way we were able to get into the school and work with these children, and that was a huge bonus to this area. So research allowed that to happen. What do I dislike or fear? Sometimes when I read these articles, I feel like I don't know how to speak English, or I don't know how to read, because some of the words they use I don't use in my everyday life, and I'll have to constantly reread them to make sense of them. So that's something that I have fear about, but I'm going to tackle it head on. I'm really excited. I've had a lot of you in previous classes, so we'll help each other through it, and that's about all. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a good day.